Hey guys, I am back with another candid video, if you will. If you have a name that you think I should call this video series, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, today's topic is a question that drives me crazy. So crazy. And I have talked to so many friends in the entertainment industry, including musicians, that have also had this question, and it's just so annoying. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But I do want to preface this by saying it is 100 and a gazillion times okay if music is not your main gig. If you make money another way and you do music on the side, or music is a hobby, or you're working to make music your full-time job, 100 and a gazillion % okay if that's what is going on with you. I'm not bashing you. I think it's amazing. I love that people can do music in any way, shape, or form. So I think that's awesome and good for you. I love it that you're playing instrument and keeping music alive. So good for you. So for those of us who music is their full-time job, the worst question to get is, so what's your real job? Or, so what do you do for a living? After, of course, the person says, oh, so what do you do? I'm a musician. Oh, so what's your job? It's just like, honestly, I know that people mean well when they say that. I totally get that. But it is so soul crushing, I guess you could say. It's just like, music? Yeah. And they're like, no, but like, how do you make money? Music? And so it's just something that I think a lot of people have to deal with. I think a lot of people don't realize that music is something that you can actually make a living from, and make a living from well. And you know, there's always this concept of like the starving artist, right? And yeah, you go through hard times. I was a starving artist at some point. I remember having my bank account, like I didn't have a credit card. And so with my debit card, I remember only having X amount, like low, like literally under $100. And I had a check coming. I didn't know when the check was coming. And yeah, it sucked. I'll be honest. It really sucked. And I had to go to the grocery store and look at everything and be like, okay, well, how am I going to eat? Like, or what should I actually get for the week? Because I have to pay for this and that. And I basically need to get all my groceries for the entire week at this budget. I remember that. I've been through that. You know, I know a lot of people have been through that. But I am luckily to a place now that that is not the case. And my real job is a musician. Of course, that's a very complex answer because for me to really go into it, because yes, I'm a musician, but what all does that entail? Well, there's a lot of things that entails. I could do a whole video about that actually, like all my jobs as a musician. But you know, I do a lot of recording. I do a lot of performances. I teach. I do a lot of stuff for social media and a lot more things that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But it's an interesting question that I know a lot of people get, a lot of us in the industry get, and it's frustrating. And I just want to raise awareness for this, for if you're not in the entertainment industry, just be respectful as much as you can. And I know, again, you don't mean any harm by asking that question. You're just legitimately curious. But when you say that to somebody that is their actual way that they make income, it's very hurtful. Like, oh, you just think that I'm like doing this for fun. Like, this is like my job. Like, I take it very seriously. I put so much time, money, and everything into my career. And it's just a little demeaning when you say, so how do you make money? What's your real job? And then it's also not a great thing either for if you are trying to work up to being a full-time musician and not have another job. That is also really hard, and I did have that happen because, you know, my main job was being a musician. Yeah, I was maybe like teaching on the side or doing websites on the side or just different things like that, but I was a musician. And so then when somebody said, well, what do you do for money? I was like, well, I do make money as a musician. It's just like I don't pay all my bills that way, but I do make money as a musician, and I am a professional musician. I mean, I went to school for 6 years at 2 amazing music schools, so like I am a musician, you know, I don't know what else I can do to convince you of that. But it's in that situation, it's also very demeaning, because then you're like, I'm working so hard, I'm working my butt off, and then you're like, oh, well, but you're not a real musician because you're not making your full income as a musician. You can 100 and, like I said, 100 and gazillion times to be an actual musician, and you don't need to make all your money by being a musician. 100%. But yeah, it's something that's really annoying to me. And I know it's really annoying to a lot of the people that I work with. So yeah, I've been trying to come up with responses so that it's like educational for the person, but not like rude, you know, because I know they don't mean it in a bad way. I haven't been able to come up with anything yet. So if you have a good way of saying what it is that you do, and like, yes, you can make money as a musician, let me know in the comments below, because I would love some advice from you guys on this subject. But, you know, I typically, in that situation, I'll be like, yeah, like, no, I'm a full-time musician, and I don't have another job, and, you know, and then I try to explain, like, what it is that I do for work. But I don't think a lot of people still get it. I know it's, like, kind of like this weird kind of job. It's not your traditional, you know, 9 to 5. People don't quite understand it, especially because it's not like, if I were in a symphony, I think a lot of people would be like, oh, okay, I get it. It's a full-time job. You have work that way. But, like, I'm freelance. And it's true. There are times I don't have an actual like place that I have to be in a week. And there's times that I am working, oh man, way more than 12-hour days every single day for like a month straight. And it just fluctuates. That's just part of being a freelancer. And it's something that, you know, it's a completely different lifestyle. I'll just put it that way. It's a completely different lifestyle. I actually love it, and I embrace it, and I think it's really nice because, you know, you should take advantage of being a freelancer, because there's a lot of things that you can't do. And also as a musician, there's so many things you can't do, like you're working on the weekends. You don't have weekends, so you can give yourself a day off like in the middle of the week, and it's great because nobody's at the restaurant. Nobody is at a place that you're going for dinner, let's say. So it's just really nice to be able to take advantage of those things as a freelance musician. But yeah, that's my spiel. Sorry, I went off a little bit on that because it just drives me crazy. Again, I know these people aren't trying to be rude, but it's soul crushing. It really is. And you just feel like you've worked so hard, and now this person is just like, oh, well, what you do is not important because you don't have a normal job. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's it. Let me know if you have an opinion on this, if this has happened to you. I bet you it's happened to a bunch of you guys, a ton of you guys. You've probably dealt with this. And I'd be curious to hear how you guys deal with this particular question that as a musician that you get all the time. Anyway, I have a bunch of other videos coming very soon to you guys. Pretty much weekly now I'm doing videos, and sometimes twice a week. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I have a bunch of fun content on there, as well as giveaways and advice and a bunch of fun things. Anyway, I will talk to you guys all very soon. And thank you for watching. It means so much to me. It takes a lot of time making these videos, and the only reason I keep doing them is because I see like that I helped this person after they watched a video, or I see comments or people enjoying my content, and the likes and the comments and everything means so much to me. I cannot tell you how much it means to me. So thank you again, and thank you for all of your support in all the ways that you guys support me. And anyway, I will talk to you all soon.